Hi, superstar, and welcome to session two, Maps of Consciousness. Be your own soulmate and attract your soul family, your soulmates, and your soul tribe. So, in this session, we will continue on from session one, and we're going to start with energetic healing downloads that reprogram your unconscious, your energetic fields, your past lives, your entire multidimensional essence to the full present moment so that you can be in alignment to who you truly are at the deepest level of authenticity of your divinity, fully grounded and fully anchored in that truth of who you are, allowing all the amazing qualities that live within you to begin to shine and flourish. And when you do that, you radiate this unbelievable frequency of magnetism that attracts all that is meant for you, that is 100% guided by your divine team, your spirit team, your guides, the beings that love you unconditionally by unconditional love itself. So, when you're in this place of self-fulfillment, you love yourself. When you're in inner union, this deep level of self-actualization, self-realization, self-connection, self-sourced connection, you truly are in a vibration of attraction. And that's when everything that you have desired or dreamt of starts revealing itself as a full possibility and a gift in your life. You start feeling not only the truth of who you are, you begin to truly unite with your God essence, your God consciousness, your unity consciousness, your love, the love that you are. You become your own love. And it is something that can only be experienced and felt to truly be understood. And that's what we're creating for you. By being your own soulmate, and having that deep connection with yourself on that level of love for yourself, that soulmate, soul level, sovereign love level of love. When you truly feel it, you will no longer need anything to complete you. You will feel that completion, you will know that completion, and you'll start having the time of your life in whatever capacity or expression that wants to show up. You will flow. Your life will be a reflection of your alignment to who you are, your connection to who you are. So, we're going to start with downloads. This is a meditation. You will feel the frequency shift within you. This is an opportunity for you to set an intention surrounding your goal. I'm going to remind you what your goal is, what your North Star is in this session. Okay? So I want you to take a deep breath in and settle into your meditation, feeling these frequencies, affirming them to yourself. So with every download or every release, reawaken, or reclamation, every statement that we declare, you may want to repeat that statement aloud or simply say yes to it if I'm being a little bit too quick. But remember, you don't need to repeat it right after me. You can repeat it with me. So, I am my own soulmate. I am my own soulmate. and am in divine alignment with my highest version of self and in divine alignment with the highest version of myself. I reclaim my power. I reclaim my power and live in harmony with my soul's truth. And live in harmony with my soul's truth. I effortlessly magnetize my soul family, soul mates, and soul tribe. I effortlessly magnetize my soul mates, soul family, and soul tribe for a life of love, abundance, and divine synchronicity, divine love, divine truth, divine creation. I am blessed. I am whole. I am love. I am loved. And so it is. Take a deep breath in. Remember that this entire transmission is supporting you in coming home to your wholeness. That has always been, always will be. There is no beginning and there is no end to the eternal essence and presence that you are. And as you take a deep breath in, before we start the download, set your intention, write it down if you please, and take 5 deep breaths at your own pace. If you would like to have a candle with you, this will amplify the ceremonial magic that we are creating today. And as you do the 5 breaths deep within you, I want to remind you and activate this internal remembrance of what it means to truly be your own soulmate, what that actually looks like. And you may want to also define it for yourself from your own creative intelligence and intuition, and let your voice unleash itself. Allow yourself to feel free and safe to express yourself without filter, without any inhibitions, without trying to get it right or wrong. Allow yourself the freedom to play with your emotional landscape and to reflect or contemplate on what's coming through for you, because things may come up for you. And this is part of the developmental process that we're creating for you today. As you breathe in and out, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in through the belly all the way to the top of your chest, holding your breath, holding your breath. Now breathe in a little bit more. Expand that capacity to inhale and release. And we're just going to do a few more breaths like this, breathing in, holding at the peak of your inhale, holding it, and then inhaling a little bit more to expand that peak state, and then release. And just do the best that you can, superstar. Keep breathing in this rhythmic manner. Being your own soulmate means showing up for yourself in the way that you've always longed for. And it's the way that you've always potentially longed for others to show up for you. And you're going to gift that level of presence to yourself. It's the art of inner marriage, where your inner feminine and masculine, your heart and mind, Your soul and human unite in harmony. So, the key foundational elements to this inner union and being your own soulmate: deep self love. You nurture, cherish, and honor yourself as your first beloved. An example is you buy yourself flowers as a sacred offering. This is just an example. Self-trust. You trust your own decisions and guidance instead of outsourcing your truth to others. Self-respect. You set boundaries and only accept relationships and opportunities that reflect your worth as you live your highest self-worth and self-esteem. Breathe. Self-intimacy. You truly know yourself, your desires, your fears, your dreams, and you hold space for your own depth without judgment. So, this is what I meant about the authenticity piece, that you can be going through what you're going through, however you're navigating your journey emotionally, mentally. And as long as you hold yourself, own yourself, acknowledge yourself, recognize yourself, and are willing to let go of any negative or low vibrational emotion for the highest good of all, for all, and to you, for the highest good for you, then you're in the frequency of authenticity, not in the frequency of what you're going through. It's a dance. And the authenticity is the spaciousness that offers you the release, the transmutation of what it is that you're experiencing in that moment without judgment. You're not making it right or wrong. You're not making it good or bad. You basically no longer abandon yourself in relationships because you are your own anchor. I would love for you to feel that as a download. I know how to feel that I am my own anchor. I know how to live my day-to-day life without abandoning myself in relationships. Take a deep breath in and feel that download, and out. Well done. As you continue to take a deep breath in for me in this rhythmic manner of breathing through the belly all the way to the peak of your lung capacity, holding, then breathing in a little bit more and then releasing, and being rhythmic in that process. Keep doing this, breathing in and out. I will now activate the spiritual mechanics of magnetism, of the attraction piece of this 10-part series. Attract your soul family, your soul mates, your soul tribe by being your own soulmate. When you're in union with yourself, you emit a coherent frequency. Your energy field becomes harmonious and whole. People feel safe, inspired, and drawn to you without even knowing why. You no longer attract relationships based on wounds or lack. because you are no longer unconsciously seeking someone to complete you or save you or rescue you. This is why true self-union is the key to attracting soulmates, romantic partners who meet you in mutual love and respect, soul family, friends and allies who feel like home, supporting your growth. How beautiful is that? Soul tribe, a community built on shared values and spiritual resonance. The law of resonance, like attracts like, wholeness attracts wholeness. When you embody divine love internally, it reflects externally. Divine love is unconditional love. God love, the highest unconditioned love that exists, agape. We're activating why this changes you, and then we will go into the meditation, which will shift your vibration using the maps of consciousness, of course. And we're also going to release some fear and some shame today. Why this process that you're experiencing, this journey that you're on currently, why this changes everything. Without this inner union, relationships often carry attachment, needing someone to fill a void, projection, seeing others through the lens of past wounds, imbalance, one person giving, the other person taking. When you become your own soulmate, you no longer need others to give you what you haven't given yourself. You show up in relationships from overflow, not depletion. Love becomes about sharing wholeness, not filling emptiness. So, what I'm going to do as you take another deep breath in and keep that process and just do the best that you can, make sure that you devote yourself to this breath work, breathing in, hold, breathe in a little bit more, and then release. We're just recalibrating your nervous system through this very specific breath technique. Breathing in, hold, breathing in a little bit more, and then releasing. So, how do we cultivate this soulmate energy step by step? Okay, so daily self-care rituals that feel sacred and creating the space for that. And really set the intention to do that. Even if it's just for these 10 days, 10 sessions. Listening deeply to your emotions without judgment, resting and allowing, trusting divine timing, praying, setting clear boundaries, taking consistent action towards your dreams, creating structure and safety in your daily life, meditating on the inner marriage of your feminine and masculine energies, journaling about different parts of yourself that are uniting, celebrating yourself through solo dates, ceremonies, or things that you love to do, as if you're dating yourself. And these are just some action steps. And whilst they seem simple, it's one thing to know it, it's a whole nother thing to actually implement that. Would you like to create the spaciousness in your day-to-day life to have the daily self-care rituals that feel sacred fully embedded in your life? Say yes, and you will receive that download. Would you like to know how to listen deeply to your emotions without judgment every single day? Would you like to know how to rest and allow, trusting divine timing? Would you like to set clear boundaries, live them, and be unapologetic in expressing your truth at all times through your boundaries? Say yes. As you take a deep breath in, would you like to know how to take consistent actions towards your dreams and for it to be quite strategic as well? That every time you receive a download or a burst of inspiration, that you immediately take action, big or small. And what you see from that action is a positive momentum, a ripple effect, a domino effect being fully activated and actualized in real time. And with that comes a form of fulfillment and self-trust. Your relationship with yourself starts becoming stronger. Your relationship with the divine becomes closer. And would you like that? Say yes. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. When you truly have created this inner union at the depths of your soul and body, you draw someone who mirrors your wholeness, not your lack. Love feels expansive and not draining. Your soul family shows up naturally. People who see you, love you, and support your growth. And you magnetize a tribe who resonates with your purpose and vibration, supporting your purpose, actually. And you become a living beacon for those who are ready to rise with you. And that's why you're here. So we're going to set a new declaration for today, even though your North Star has been activated. And the new declaration is, I am my own soulmate. Repeating after me. I am my own soulmate, my own beloved. I honor and cherish myself as my first love. I am whole and complete, and I feel it on every level of being. From this wholeness, I naturally attract relationships that reflect my divine truth and soul essence. And so it is. We're going to state one more declaration as you take a deep breath in. Now breathing in rhythmically without the holding of the breath, breathing rhythmically throughout this process. Imagine that you are experiencing spiritual yoga right now, spiritual union, which means that in this meditation, you're consistently breathing in a rhythmic manner at all times throughout. And I will be reminding you of this breath. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to set an intention for this balance now. I am here to unite with myself fully, to love and cherish myself as my own soulmate, and to open the path for relationships rooted in divine truth. Take a deep breath in and out. Now, before we clear some fear and shame, we're going to start with a meditation. This meditation will begin with an invocation. We call upon the divine, or you may want to repeat this. I call upon the divine, my higher self, and the sacred forces of love and unity. May this ceremony be blessed and guided by truth and light. I open this space in devotion to my wholeness and the remembrance of who I truly am. I release all beliefs, patterns, and wounds that have caused me to seek love outside of myself. I release self-abandonment, fear, and the illusion that I am incomplete. I forgive myself and others for all past experiences of love that were rooted in pain. As you take a deep breath in, I'd love for you to expand your heart's light, the flame, the spark, the energetic sphere of pure white light that is residing in your heart. I'd love for you to see it beam out, radiate out, emanate out from your body into the room that you're in, allowing it to fully expand as big as the room, expanding beyond the room that you're in. It expands out into the entire planet. It expands out into the galaxy. Allow your light to continue to expand beyond the galaxy. And how you see this is perfect. May your divine light, your divine spark, your internal flame, your inner beloved, your God connection to pure love and pure truth expand out into the cosmic realms of pure white light, pure unconditional love, perfect truth, this luminescent, this pearlescent, this iridescent white light with rainbow rays. This white light envelops you with this pure love frequency, this pure love for you, allowing you to experience this pure love, allowing you to expand yourself into the realms of home, coming home and uniting your soul with the seventh plane of existence and beyond. Allow this realm of non-creation, the unmanifest, the pure source light to illuminate and heal you, to expand you, to bring you into wholeness now. As you take a deep breath in, you stay absorbed in this white light as if you have re-emerged back into the ocean of pure white light. As you stay in this pure iridescent light, place both hands on your heart and gently sway or rock your body, allowing this light to rock you into divine healing. Repeating after me, I call upon my inner feminine, the nurturer, the receiver, the part of me that flows, the part of me that feels and trusts. I welcome my inner feminine fully. I honor my inner feminine's wholeness. Her softness, her creativity, and magic. So I want you to feel the love and tenderness of your feminine essence, filling you with warmth and radiance. Take a deep breath in. Now place your hands on your lower belly or solar plexus. And now we're speaking with strength and conviction. As we activate your inner masculine. Breathing in, breathing out. I call upon my inner masculine, the protector, the provider, the part of me that acts, holds, and creates structure. I welcome him fully. I honor his clarity, his direction, his devotion. Breathe and feel a strong, steady presence rising within you, offering you safety and stability. Now bring your hands together in front of your heart as if you're holding both energies together. Repeating after me as you take a deep breath in. I unite my inner feminine and masculine now. They dance together in harmony, balance, and divine love. I am whole. I am my own beloved. I am my own soulmate. And as you take a deep breath in and hear your words become music to your ears, I invite you to visualize two energies within you merging into this radiant, iridescent, pearlescent, golden light. And within your heart, it's expanding outward to your entire being. As you witness this merging take place, allow yourself to repeat after me. From this wholeness, I call forth relationships that reflect my truth. I magnetize soulmates, soul family, and soul tribe who walk in alignment, who honor me, and who celebrate the divine love we share. Take a deep breath in and out. Allow yourself to imagine now that there are threads of light connecting you to all the loving souls that you already have this beautiful divine contract with all around the world and who are ready to find you. The way that I am witnessing this is within your heart are all these beautiful rivers of energy that are connecting you to the soul tribes, the soul environments, the soul mates. And from your heart, because they're rivers of energy or strings or chords, if it was a chord, you could pull that cord ever so lightly, ever so gently. You could pull that cord and you can magnetize them a bit closer to you. Pull that cord and magnetize. If it was a river, you can allow yourself to dive in and let the river take you where you want to go. Play with this realm of imagination, knowing that your reality is created from your mind. It starts there, your words. And we've used the power of word as medicine, word as magic, word as prophecy to invoke all of this for you. The seeds have been planted. We're going to activate a blessing and then do the meditation. Repeating after me as you take a deep breath in. I give thanks to the divine, to my soul, for guiding me here. May I walk in harmony with myself and with others. This ceremony is complete, and so it is. So we're going to integrate this with a meditation, taking a deep breath in and out. And after the meditation, we will be releasing any programs of fear and shame. This is an opportunity for you to completely rest, completely switch off, let go, lay down, go into a shavasana pose, a corpse pose in yoga. Allow yourself to stay present, stay awake, deeply relaxed, breathing in, breathing out, listening to my voice as medicine. I know how to love myself unconditionally, even when others do not. Breathe. I know how to feel whole without needing another to complete me. Breathe. I know how to prioritize my needs without guilt, shame, or fear. Breathe. I know how to honor my voice and speak my truth clearly with safety and security within myself. Take a deep breath in and out. I know how to see myself through the lens of love and worthiness. The highest definition, perspective, and feeling of worthiness from the eternal truth of who I am. Take a deep breath in. I know how to hold safe, loving boundaries with others, as well as myself. And I do commit wholeheartedly to holding safe and loving boundaries. Take a deep breath in and out. I know how to connect with my inner soulmate. Breathe and out. I know how to nourish myself emotionally and spiritually. Breathing in and out. I know how to live from sovereignty, the Creator's perspective and definition of sovereignty, rather than external approval. I release shame from my lineage and return to innocence. I release fear of vulnerability and being seen. I release guilt and self-blame from my past choices. Take a deep breath in. I release survival mode and step into creation, knowing the Creator's perspective and definition of divine creation. Take a deep breath in. I release ancestral trauma of abandonment and betrayal. I release fear of intimacy and running from love. I release pain patterns that kept me bonded to hurtful relationships. I release control and divine flow, allowing divine flow. I release control and trust divine flow. I release anger, resentment, and stored emotional pain, breathing into the parts of my body where stored emotional pain is. I release the belief that love must be earned through suffering. I reclaim every lost fragment of my soul. I embody my wholeness and divine nature now. I integrate my inner child with love and safety by giving my love and safety to my inner child. I embody my sacred feminine power fully. I embody trust in divine timing and alignment. I embody my ability to receive without guilt. I embody harmony between my inner masculine and feminine, yin and yang. Take a deep breath in. I embody unconditional love for myself and others. Yes, I feel unconditional love for myself and others. I embody courage to live authentically and visibly. Take a deep breath in. I embody the vibration of freedom and joy. Breathing in, breathing out. I know how to balance softness and strength while prioritizing my needs. I know how to care for others without losing myself. Take a deep breath in. I know how to call in my soul family now and aligned partnerships, feeling worthy and deserving. I know how to feel ready to release people pleasing across all lifetimes. I know how to feel safe in deep intimacy. I know how to hold love without clinging or control. I know how to co create conscious relationships with mutual respect. I know how to attract abundance through alignment. I know how to navigate conflict with clarity and love. I know how to be fully present in relationships. Take a deep breath in and out. Now do the best that you can to start deepening your breath, breathing in for a slower rhythm, breathing out even slowly. So breathing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's just try this. Breathing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now at your own pace, downloading. I know how to expand my consciousness daily. I know how to rise above survival patterns. I know how to embody love as my default state. I know how to harmonize my mind, body, and spirit. I know how to activate my soul mission. I know how to be guided by intuition and divine wisdom. I know how to forgive fully and release the past. I know how to create from inspiration instead of fear. I know how to trust life deeply and completely, breathing in. I know how to live as my highest self, fully embodied, fully worthy, fully deserving, fully whole. So as you take a deep breath in and out, we're going to release the fundamental fear that is the crux and the core fear that blocks you from the vibration of God level love, divine love, unconditional love, agape love, the frequency of love as authenticity in every way. Some may think, believe, intuit that the deepest fear is the fear of loss, the fear of death, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of being found out as an imposter, the fear of emptiness, that once they have their inner union and then have the love of their life or their soulmate, their soul tribe, their soul family in their experience, life experience, the fear of loss, the fear that of judgment, the fear of being seen as empty. One may feel that that is the ultimate fear of when you have all of this. I'm scared to be vulnerable. I'm scared to open up. I'm scared that the person may let me go, that they might forget about me, that that person, that tribe, the environment, they may change their mind about me. These are all lingering doubts that may come up, but the core of it all, and this doesn't have to be your truth. Now that you have been activated and received these downloads, really feel into the crux of the greatest fear of all. It's the fear of love. It's not the fear of hurt. It's the fear of love. It's the fear of this is too good to be true. This is true. And I have this, and it is scary because this love is so intense. This love makes me vulnerable to being fully seen and fully transparent. This love is too much. I cannot handle this love. These are examples of what might come up from the intensity of divine love. Divine love shatters illusions. Divine love changes your life trajectory. Divine love flips everything upside down that was built from a faulty foundation. Divine love completely dissolves the ego or humbles the ego. Divine love will place you in environments that make you, that shape you, that refine you, that forge you. And then we question, not only am I afraid of love, but I'm afraid of myself in love. I'm afraid of these connections. And we're talking about this now to draw it up and out, to transmute it. And the way that we're going to transmute it again is through an activation using words as spells, medicine, magic, energetic manipulation from a positive perspective of energy manipulation, manipulating a field using our God-given right to do so as alchemists, as master light beings that remember who we are. So, really acknowledge your fear of God, your fear of love. And really, the ego is afraid of this love completely dissolving it. But, the inner child is also potentially afraid of this love because you may have a story that I've never been truly in love, not at the capacity that my soul knows it can have, it can feel soul level love. You may be acknowledging that this is the first time that you are stepping into true love in your life. You may be releasing past life hurt, pain, and betrayal of having this love and whatever went down around that, whether it was betrayal, whether it was forbidden, whether it was separated due to culture, clash, religion, the uh, Romeo and Juliet archetypal forbidden love. In past lives, there was a lot of suppression. And we're healing your ancestral lineage of that suppression of love. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in as we download. I release, let go, and delete all fear of love. I now no longer fear love, and I let love into my life. I let go of all fear of love and re-establish love into my life. If you want, you can just say yes, or you can allow the downloads to integrate, or you can repeat after me. I allow myself to feel loved. I allow myself to be loved. I allow myself to create love. I love myself. I let go of all fear of being loved. I let go of all fear of being loved and allow people close. I let go of all fear of being loved and allow my partner, family, friends, children close. I open my heart to love. I open my heart to feeling loved. I am open to love and joy. I am open to love and the happiness it brings. Take a deep breath in. I now no longer associate love with fear and form new connections with joy. Love infuses into me now. Love is infused through every area of my life. Love is infused into my personal life. Love is infused into my work life, my family life. I am connected to love. I am connected to love in its purest form. I am connected to love in all my interactions. Love is the fuel that powers my life. I let go of fear and I embrace love. Love is an endless energy that flows through me now and always. I disconnect from the fear that blocks my love from flowing. I disconnect from the fear that blocks love in my life. Take a deep breath in. I feel loved. I am love. I am a loving soul who attracts great love to me. I am a loving being who attracts great love to me. I am filled with universal love. So, this download, we're actually filling you with universal love. So, let's breathe in that universal love into our brain, then our heart, then our gut. Okay, breathing in that universal love and seeing it circulate around your brain. Breathing in that universal love into your brain. Breathing in that universal love into your heart. Breathing in that universal love into your heart. Breathing in that universal love into your gut. Breathing in that universal love into your gut. Love is my natural state of being. I am love and love is me. All my relationships are filled with love. I am connected to love and love is connected to me. As you take a deep breath in, we're now releasing a unconscious or group conscious, so collective consciousness or individual consciousness, you as an individual or you taking on collective energy, being part of collective energy. Shame as abandonment. Shame as control. I want you to scan your body using your awareness, your attention, your consciousness, your inner wholeness. Scan your body and notice where in your body you hold imbalance or tension. It could be your jaw, it could be your skin, your heart, your chest, your stomach, your hips, your inner thighs, your lower back, your upper back, your middle back. Where do you hold issues, tension, problems? Could be your feet, hamstrings. Where is there a pain? And we're releasing the deep-rooted abandonment wound across all timelines, dimensions, lifetimes on a soul level, ancestral level, historical level, ego level, undercurrent level, all aspects of your multidimensional self. As you take a deep breath in, we're not only releasing shame as abandonment, shame as control, we're also releasing the feeling of unworthiness and the inability to see your own beauty beyond the mirror and trying to be or look like someone you're not. We're releasing feeling like a failure, finding something or someone you love that doesn't come to fruition, heartbroken, struggle to open up to the heart to allow love in, missing touch, cuddles, affection, romance, love, and intimacy in your life, lacking self-love, the inability to love self. We're releasing any focus on lack mentality when it comes to money, resources, time, abundance, prosperity. We're also releasing wasting money on things that you have nothing to show for. We're releasing any feelings of trapped, and we're replacing it with inspired. And we're also releasing any blockages when it comes to perspiration. We're releasing any blockages that keep you from nurturing and nourishing yourself from a divine love perspective. And we're creating a true sense of peace and relaxation in your body where you can fully surrender, let go. We're installing and embedding self-respect at the highest level and truly allowing you to step into a whole new world where relationships are nourishing, nurturing, and offering you the safety, security, and spaciousness to be fully in your power, in your brilliance, in your magnificence, in your element. So let's just take a deep breath in to activate all of those intentions. The intention for this balance now is to unlock, activate yourself, where your life view is coming from the light, where you fully understand what it's like to be in pure consciousness, which is the highest level of human consciousness. The emotion is ineffable, meaning inexpressible, the pinnacle of the evolution of consciousness by mankind. The greatest people in history have attained this level, such as Krishna, Buddha, Jesus. Here, the body becomes recognized as a tool to project consciousness. Your existence becomes all encompassing and transcends space and time, where you experience the life view that simply is. As you achieve your highest potential and live your best life, you will strive for the highest possible level of enlightenment. So even thinking about this level can raise your vibration and consciousness. So your lower mind that we are transmuting is closure, and we're unlocking this open-ended higher mind perspective. We are releasing any parts of you that feel careless and unlocking this disciplined energetics from a higher perspective of disciplined. So what we're also transforming in this process is focus on the present and past, and we're shifting it to focus on the present and future. We're releasing you from limited time space into unlimited time space. Your motivation will transform into inspiration and intention. And you will shift out of pedestrian into transcendent, Now, let's just give you discernment on what that actually means, that you really connect with your soul at the deepest level, that you recognize yourself as transcendent to your body, to this reality, to the ways of perceiving life. You start transcending that and you start aligning with a higher spiritual reality that is more truthful to you and anchoring that into this world that you're residing in. And your time perception will shift from restriction into opportunity. So you will start mastering the subjectivity piece of what time really is. You can bend time, you can stretch time, you can expand time. Time can become your ally. Time dissolves, the world stops. In pure consciousness, it really is a new paradigm of time that, because it is a new paradigm, it flips it flips your perception on its head, and you go through an awakening. You go through an actual awakening where time changes. There is no time. You're in time. It slows down. It slows down. So a day can feel like a month. 3 months can feel like a lifetime. A month can feel like a year, or the other way around. A year can feel like a month. This is the nature of pure consciousness being transcendental to the illusion of separation. So when you're ready, we're going to do a feelings balance to complete session 2, to release shame as abandonment, control, and everything that we had muscle tested just now as part of this activation. Revise this session at any given point in time to then reflect and make notes, journal on what is coming through for you. The reflection and contemplation piece is welcomed and invited into this space. Well done for all the inner work that you're doing here. And well done for taking the time to really absorb the frequency medicine, meditate with me, and connect to your soul all at the same time. As you take a deep breath in, we're going to again expand your heart all the way to the cosmic realms, but it also expands to the earthly realm, uniting you to heaven and earth. So just expand your energetic field bigger than the room that you're in, expand it as big as the earth, expand it beyond the earth in the galaxies, expand it beyond all the galaxies, the infinite universes. Allow it to keep expanding, expanding, expanding until it reaches the divine white light, the iridescent, pearlescent light, the unmanifest realm of all that is pure source light, pure unconditional love, and perfect truth. Take a deep breath in. And I want you to receive a womb balance as if you are a baby in the cosmic womb and you are in this beautiful held space of being loved and nourished and nurtured by the universe, by the earth and the universe, the earth and the universe, the earth and the universe are like mama and papa holding you in this spiritual embrace. You're being held as a being of light, as a creator being. Super conscious. It is commanded that the following feelings are transformed, transmuted into divine white light, replaced with perfect love and perfect truth from the Creator's perspective and definition. I know how to live without feeling abandoned. I know how to live without feeling abandoned, rejected, alienated. I know how to live my day-to-day life without feeling abandoned, unsupported. I know who I am without feeling abandonment. I know how to live my day-to-day life without abandonment through abuse. And I release all the lives that I endured of abandonment through abuse. I know how to live without feeling trauma of adopted. I know how to live without being judged harshly. I know how to live my day-to-day life without being overly fearful or anxious. I know who I am without feeling cast away, cast off, codependency. I know who I am without feeling confused and muddled thinking. I know how to live my day-to-day life without craving. I know how to live without expectation. I know who I am without feeling delusions and hallucinations. I know how to live my day-to-day life without feeling like a derelict. I know how to live my day-to-day life without feeling deserted, desertion, disowned, dispensable. I know how to live my day-to-day life without feeling disused, emotionless, enslaving, expendable. I know how to live my day-to-day life without emotional abandonment, crazy making. I know who I am living my day-to-day life without feeling enmeshment, family system enmeshment, fantasy bonding, fear of loss, and fear of missing out. I know who I am without feeling forsaken and forgotten. I know how to live my day-to-day life without focusing only on intellect and science. I know who I am and how to live my day-to-day life without frequent confusion and misunderstanding. I know how to live my day-to-day life without frequent negative perceptions. I know how to live my day-to-day life without God-forsaken. I know who I am without feeling like I am on my own. I know who I am and how to live my day-to-day life without feeling I'm a mistake. I know how to live without feeling left. I know how to live my day-to-day life without feeling narcissistic deprivation. I know who I am without feeling neglected. I know who I am without feeling neglect of developmental dependency needs. I know who I am without feeling not listened to. I know who I am without feeling no one will look after me. I know who I am without that. I know how to live my day-to-day life without overly rational about everything. I know who I am without feeling outcast. I know how to live my day-to-day life without feeling out of touch with reality. I know how to live my day-to-day life without physical absence. I know how to live my day-to-day life without prejudice towards people and situations. I know how to live my day-to-day life without feeling rejected, replaceable, separation, and severed. I know how to feel my day-to-day life without feeling stranded. I know how to live my day-to-day life without feeling replaceable, deprivation, unable to differentiate between illusion and reality. I know how to live my day-to-day life without feeling unable to think for myself. I know how to live my day-to-day life without feeling unwanted, unessential, unnecessary, and wretched. I know who I am without feeling all of these feelings of abandonment, rejected, alienation, because I release, let go, and delete all fear of betrayal. And I breathe out betrayal and I breathe in love. Because I see where I'm headed and make the best decisions for me now. Because I love being surprised by my loved ones and I love surprises. And I take the next step forward with confidence. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. I want you to just place your hand on your heart and we affirm your North Star. Together. I am my own soulmate. And I am in divine alignment with the highest version of myself. I reclaim my power and live in harmony with my soul's truth. I effortlessly magnetize my soul family, soul mates, and soul tribe for a life of love, abundance, and divine synchronicity, divine love, divine truth, and divine creation. I am blessed. I am whole. I am loved. I am my own beloved. And so it is. Take a deep breath in. We complete this balance by making a sacred vow and promise to self to release all control, knowing that in doing so, we allow the free flow of divinity to show and reveal to us the trust and the trusting relationship that we can have with our divine self as our own beloved. And by doing so, we release all self-mockery, self-pity, self-hatred, self-blame, controlling shame in everyday life, predicting our behaviors and expression in an encounter with or in relation to the feeling of shame by releasing control as shame, shame as control. We fully take a leap of faith into the unknown, trusting through our known senses that this leap of faith is the courageous act of shifting our vibration from force to power. Courage is the bridge. Would you like to take a leap of faith into the unknown and say yes to the commitment of your own self-love as the journey to the light, to the truth, and to the freedom that you crave in having, the reason why you are here, exploring this transmission and transforming in the process. Say yes to your fulfillment, say yes to this leap of faith, say yes to the unknown, and say yes to being forged as love, completely coming home to your divinity in the process and anchoring that into your embodiment and feeling safe and secure to fully rise, thrive, and shine. Knowing that it's easy, knowing that it's safe, and knowing that you can let go of the stories of it being hard, it stretching you beyond your capacity and limits, and it placing you in vulnerabilities, vulnerable states where you may feel overexposed or embarrassed, releasing those stories now. Knowing that you can handle it, that love is safe, and that you are safe to be loved exactly as you are, and taking the leap of faith to do so. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Session 2 is complete. Session 3, we're going to take this even further. We're going to muscle test, have new processes, have new rituals, have a different feelings balance. Everything is going to change in session 3. It's going to be a whole new world with a whole new intention for you to traverse the maps of consciousness, become your own soulmates through inner union, self-love, and wholeness, and therefore attract your soul family, your soul tribe, and your soulmates. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. If you have any questions, I welcome you to comment, email, get in touch. I am here for you. Thank you, my superstars. Thank you for being here. My name is Lisa. I am your kinesiologist, prosperity priestess, and sacred mentor. And I am here to support you in the rise of your true self. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. See you in session 3.